To this story now, there are fears of an escalation of gang violence in Westbury, Johannesburg. It comes after Fast Guns boss Keenan Sheldon Ibrahim was killed last week Thursday. Residents fear they may be caught in the crossfire of retaliation attacks. They say there have been shootings almost every day and want more police deployed. Our reporter Manqoba Mchunu joins us now with the very latest. Good morning, Manqoba. One can imagine how scared the community is following that death. How are they feeling right now, and what is the call to police?
I can certainly tell you that the situation remains tense and volatile here in Westbury, of course, following the shootings that have taken place here over the past few days. We understand that these shootings started last week when a 50-year-old woman was shot and killed just outside of a ShopRite store here in the area, which is just a few meters from the police station where we are right now. And we understand that the woman that was shot had been linked to one of the gang leaders here in the area, who was also ultimately shot last week Thursday. Keenan Ibrahim, we understand here, was one of the alleged leaders of the Fast Guns gangs here in the area. And of course, we understand that since those shootings have occurred, there have been random shootings that have been happening in the area. They have been taking place. In fact, we understand that yesterday in Mfundo, about 8 people were shot in 2 different incidents, and out of those 8 people, we understand 4 of them were from one family, and we understand that one of those people ultimately lost their lives. There were other 4 that were shot also in the area, but the details are still very sketchy about the shootings. But what happened is that yesterday the community members were also out on the streets, up in arms over the shootings in the area. Of course, it's not the first time that we've heard of such shootings happening, gang-related shootings in the area. It's one of the areas where we also saw police intervening back in 2018 when the community had taken to the streets over the killings that are happening here. And of course, the Minister, Minister of Police, also bringing in Amaperete to try and calm the situation down. They had remained in this area after community members had raised issues. We understand that some of the families are here at the police station this morning just to ascertain with the police as far as the plan is concerned. But we're also hearing reports, Mfundo, of shootings that are apparently happening this morning here in the area. We do not have the full details of exactly what is happening, but we are told that the shootings are still continuing. The situation does remain quite tense, and we understand that these shootings might be retaliatory shootings, according to some of the people that we had spoken to, who are saying that these might be shootings that are done in revenge of the killing of the alleged gang leader that was gunned down in the area last week. So we're still going to get more details, Mfundo, as far as things are concerned, but I can tell you that even community members here, Mfundo, are scared to speak. We've tried to speak to some of the community members just to ascertain how they are feeling about what's happening here, but they're telling us that they're scared to even speak on camera, and that tells Mfundo just how volatile the situation is. They're telling us, Mfundo, that they fear that they might also be attacked should they speak to the media if they are seen to be speaking about issues here. So we do understand, Mfundo, that the situation still remains quite volatile here.
No, it's most certainly indicative of a violent type of community that we're dealing with here, if there's absolutely nobody that is willing to speak on camera. But just before I let you go, can you just give us a profile of that particular police station? Is it under-resourced? Because with Westbury, like you stated, it's one of those that we know of being a very violent area. What is the profile of that police station? Do they have capacity? What are the issues?
One of the big issues that community members have raised before, and this is from the protest that they've had here in the area, from the engagements that they had with the police's top brass, the Minister of Police, was the issue around, the community saying that they don't trust the police here in Sophiatown. So there does seem to be a breakdown in relations between the community as well as the police here. Some of the community members in those engagements said that they've they've lost faith in the police station, because every time they report issues, every time they report crimes that happen in the area, none of them are ever, taken seriously by the police. Or when the suspects are arrested, you'll find that those suspects are then released just days later without, having to face the law. And so there was really a breakdown as far as police and the community here is concerned. Many community members saying that even to go to the police and report crime is dangerous for them, because the police in turn go back to the community members or to the suspects, and they will then tell them who had reported such an incident. And that's the reason why there was that breakdown in the relations between the police as well as the community here. So many community members were saying that they want to see new police officers here. They want those that have been working here to be removed from this police station, because they are saying that some of them are involved in these gang wars that are happening. Some of them are linked to some of these gangs here on the ground, and they are the ones that peddle information to these criminals, which ultimately places the lives of community members at risk. And they had been calling also for the Minister of Police to deploy, or to ask government to deploy the soldiers here. And this tells you just how broken and fractured those relations are between the community and the police. But of course, the police have always said that they are investigating these issues, and that community members that have information should come to the police. But when you speak to community members here on the ground, they will tell you something else. They'll tell you that they don't trust the police at all, and that they fear that if they report these incidents, they will land on the ears of criminals. So it does appear that there are still quite, mistrust as far as the relationship between the community and the police is concerned. But of course, we're still going to get more information about what has happened recently here. But of course, at this current stage, tensions do remain quite high here in this community.
Allegations that are all too familiar around police and communities. Manqoba, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much. That's our reporter, Manqoba Mchunu.